Okay, so we're gonna have to take off this nut right here. It's a number 12. We're gonna have to take off this caliper bolt, and there's one on the bottom right here. Okay, they're both number 12. We're gonna go ahead and take these caliper bolts because this is a little tight, and we're gonna be putting some new rotors on here and new brakes as well. So it's got to come off anyways. Take that off. Take this off. I want it tight on there, so I went ahead and routed this electrical wire through. That way it's easier. That bungee was falling apart on me. Take these little snaps. Don't get rid of these. I don't think your new ones come with them. So you need those. So take them out. So the caliper bracket, which is behind here, a couple of bolts here. So there's one right here, and there's one at the bottom that you have to get off. So it calls for a 17. Okay. It's literally just on the back side. I like to put them back in on the table so I know where they are. Here's our caliper bolts. So when you get these, you can get them at Harbor Freight or whatever. You just hit this off, but they're already loose. Okay, so we're gonna take this knuckle off. I'm gonna punch this CV through, but I'm gonna loosen this knuckle first. That way we can kind of get it out of the way. I mean, we'll take this off so we can put our new ball joints in easier. I'm gonna go ahead and take this off. This was a 22 on this side, 19 on this side. Before I push this thing all the way out, I'm gonna go up under here with the bungee, okay? And kind of support this best I can before we take it off. So that's gonna come out. Let's try putting a bolt back in here. So what we got is a steering knuckle. Looks like that. There's our ball joint. All right, guys, so we have our steering knuckle. Took our ball joint off. I have another video on how we took it off. It'll probably be in the series with this, but the ball joints, you're gonna need this kit. I rented this kit. Honda ball joint set, 67049. You need this kit for the Honda Element. You're gonna need your press, Auto Parts Prodigy. So here's the code if you wanna get this kit, or you can rent it. So ball joints come with a little grooved area for your snap ring. It should come with a snap ring and a cotter pin. You always want a new cotter pin. Don't cut your finger all up. Go ahead and, all right. So we're gonna be using this one in this kit. We're gonna be using this one. And then we're just gonna put our press on it, use our impact. Putting this on top. We're putting this on the bottom. We're gonna put this on top of here. Okay. My press calls for a 22. I think we're in. See how it turned out, guys? It's on there. Just need to put our snap ring in. It's ready to put it on the car. So that's what it looks like. It's in, snap rings in. So you'll push this down, right? So it's not in the way of your ball joint. Push your lower control arm down while you're trying to get your axle to come through. Anyway, put a little grease on here, makes it go in easier. We just want to take this one off before we raise the control arm. because then it will be a pain in the butt. So the old ones have an Allen wrench spot. These don't have it. We'll have to have a wrench on this, and then we'll have another wrench tighten it down. Just go ahead and take this one out just like this. Like that. When we lift up, we'll get this in there, okay? 15 on the outside, 14 on the inside, and we just tighten it up. See how it's gonna have to come down. We can get a better tightening on it after we adjust everything. So we're just gonna keep it here because we're gonna have to move it a little bit to get that sway link back on. Okay. So I'm gonna put this castle nut on, but I'm not gonna put the cotter pin in yet until I have all the adjustments done. All right, guys. Before I tighten these down, I want to put a little bit of load on these lower control arms, like they would naturally be sitting on the ground. So I'm gonna lift these up a little bit to where this is kind of straightened out before I tighten these the 19 and that 19 over there on the lower control arm. So I don't want there to be a pull on the car one way or the other. If I have these kind of up where they naturally are and then tighten them down, we should be in good shape. It's gonna be on the control arm, not the ball joint, just like that. So you'll notice we're kind of up where we need to be. Now we can torque them down. I don't have my torque wrench on me. I'm just gonna give these a snug down and I'll torque them later. The sway link, you just wanna kind of get it to where it needs to be. Push it in place. And we'll get that on. Definitely want to get one of these tools. Get them at Harbor Freight or anywhere like that. So this bracket goes in the back and it mounts on. So you see behind here, you'll see where the top bolt comes in, bottom bolt. Get a better look at it. Tighten this with the 17. Now it's time for brakes. Okay, so when you get your new rotors, they're gonna have this oily film, greasy film to them. You need to get that off. So you need to get some parts cleaner, brake cleaner. And you just want to spray them down, front and back. Probably should have did this before I put them on. Take a rag, wipe them down. Try not to breathe that in. Pretty harsh. We're just doing the front right now, so you should have 4 brake pads, 2 for each side on the front. And the new brakes should come with these clips, okay? They go right in here. These old clips, you gotta take those out, okay? We'll take that out, replace it with some new ones. Take this old clip out, like that, old nasty one. Let's see, we'll put this new one on. Snap it in place. Find the one that goes with. So this one. And okay, I wanted to get in close here to show you what we're doing here. So these clips that we just put in, they have perfect little grooves for your brakes. Okay. So this one is going to be for the outer one. Set it in here. Put it in place. Push it on there just like that. That's how it goes, okay? And we're gonna do the same for the back. They're gonna go right in this little groove. Just gonna go in the back. Set that one in bottom first. Like that. Take these little ties. They go like this. So one goes on here. So here's the other one. You just have these little holes and you clip them into the holes to keep the pads together. One on top, one on bottom, keeps them together. Okay, so this caliper, since this is pushed out a little bit, it's not the same width as the new pads. What we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to push this back in. So I got a C-clamp. I got my tool. You can use a board or whatever. I'm gonna put this over here and we're gonna push it in. You're just pushing that caliper back in. Sometimes it gets seated back where it needs to be. Put it on, over, up. Put your top bolt in, caliper bolt. Okay, we made all the adjustments. Time to put the cotter pin in. And then we will bend it back. So we're just bending this cotter pin back around on both sides. Don't forget to take your little punch. This little spot right here. Bend that down. I'm gonna push that in. So that's it for this video, guys. We got the lower control arms in. We got the sway bar end links in. We got the new ball joints in. We got the new rotors in, new brakes. And check out the next video. We're gonna be doing the inner tie rod, outer tie rod. And that's it. Put your tire on, you're ready to go. If you need to watch a video about bleeding your brakes, I have a video. Just watch that video about bleeding your brakes if you need to do that. And we'll see you on the next video. If you liked it, hit the like button, subscribe. See you on the next one. Take care.